I really enjoyed my job. I worked with them for around 15 years. Obviously, it was something that I'd plan on doing the rest of my life. The day I got hurt, I was sent to trim out a house. It was late in the afternoon. My boss man called me, and they were trying to get a house ready for CO. It seemed like a split second, and when I hit concrete, and I knew I was in trouble. I knew I was hurt bad. I shattered both of my Achilles heels, broke my ankles. I closed the gaps in my left ankle and drove my left ankle through my heel. The day I found out that they were denying my case and they were fighting it was in the hospital. You can't even imagine what was going through my mind at this time. A company I planned on being there for the rest of my life, 15 years of my life, and people I loved and trusted. I believe a lot in prayer. I pray on a lot of things, and I knew I needed help. I got the only thing I had that kind of linked me to the world from a hospital bed, and that was my phone. I pulled it out and I started looking up attorneys. Robert visited me in the hospital. I called him that day. He answered the phone. He said, "How about I come to you?" And I was really blown away. This man's driving from Columbia, South Carolina, all the way down to Myrtle Beach to Grand Strand Hospital. And the next day, he's there. Robert's probably one of the hardest working guys I've ever had the opportunity to meet. He fought my case all the way up to the Supreme Court. They turned around after the single commissioner review. They called for a full commissioner review. So that was another fight. Well, we won that one as well. Then they appealed it to the Court of Appeals. Robert never let off. We won that case as well. And it made it all the way up to the Supreme Court to where they give up. They were tired of losing. They didn't want to provide me the proper medical attention that I needed. They were denying everything. They hadn't even paid me my back pay. 2 months after I spoke with Christian Basil, I had my back pay. 4 more months, I had my settlement.
The biggest challenge to Stacey's case is that Stacey worked for a company as an employee for years, but for some reason prior to his injury, they changed the way he was paid and claimed that he was a contractor. So instead of getting hurt on the job in the course and scope of your employment as an employee, which he was, they tried to argue that he was a contractor, that he has no benefits and he wasn't entitled to benefits like medical, benefits like out-of-work payment, or pain and suffering type of issues that he'd have with permanency. So we had to prove that. We had to go through and actually solidify and create new law that showed just because you call him a 1099 contractor, but you provide him with the equipment and you pay him regularly and you reward him from the work that he does, doesn't make him a contractor. The truth is, Stacey was always an employee, and he was a dedicated employee, and his job cost him severe injuries.
It's the worst call you can ever get, that an insurance company is denying your medical treatment. You're laying there in pain. Obviously, it's going to get worse. It's not going to get better. They have no mercy on you. They're not feeling that pain. And it makes it so hard. It'll make you want to give up. Thankfully, that's what Robert and Christian took care of. The Goins Law Firm, they helped me get through this difficult time in my life by keeping hope there, letting me know what was going on. And I knew I wasn't fighting this alone. I had 2 highly seasoned attorneys fighting with me. Robert Goins and Christian Basil is not scared of any insurance company. I would put them up against anyone. Look at reviews. When I looked at Robert's reviews, I couldn't find anybody else that had that many good reviews. They exceeded my expectations. it's one thing to read something, it's another thing to live it and witness it for yourself. And I would say they blowed all their good reviews out the water with me. I couldn't have been more happy or blessed, without a doubt. The Goins Law Firm won every inch of this case, hands down.
My job is to leave you in a better place than I found you. Did we do that for you, Stacey?
Bud, you exceeded that, and you did tell me that. And I couldn't be happier to where I'm at now, and to have all this put behind me, and there's not a doubt in my mind, Robert. If I'd have chosen anyone else, it wouldn't have went this good. And I know for a fact that you and Christian, countless hours on my case, you're the reason, and Christian's the reason, that I'm where I'm at today.
Well, you're a client for life, and we love you for it.
Absolutely.
Thank
I
you,
love
man.
you too, bud.